remembered he's around 37. Anyways, I send him the picture of Cabot Phillips, and he says, yes, it's the person I remember being at the base. And I just found that to be interesting. And yeah, so I don't know what the reason would be to say that you didn't date someone.
So it says Erika Kirk was dating Cabot Phillips. And if you haven't heard the story, basically, they were dating. They have all kinds of Instagram stuff together.
I think he really likes pizza. I mean, like, really, really likes pizza to get that tattoo.
The farther down the Erika Kirk rabbit hole you are willing to look, the darker it becomes. Candace Owens just dropped some seriously disturbing information about Erika's ex, Cabot Phillips, and she claims that both Cabot and Erika were allegedly at a secret meeting on a military base the night before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Now, what's interesting is that Erika had plenty to say when Candace criticized TPUSA, right? She went on national TV to tell Candace to stop going after her chosen family. But when it comes to this alleged meeting, Erika hasn't said a thing. In fact, not a single person who was named as possibly being at that meeting has come out to deny it. Not Erika, not Cabot Phillips, not Brian Harpole, not Mark Amodei, nobody. And these are some very serious allegations. So why are they all suddenly so quiet? Now for this video, we need to zoom in on Cabot because internet users have uncovered some shady stuff about this man. From that pizza tattoo on the inside of his lip, his father's very interesting political connections, and the family's ties to a cultish megachurch. And that's just scratching the surface. What's also creepy is that Cabot is now literally trying to be the new Charlie. And it was just revealed that he will be doing college tours in Charlie's place. So, who is Cabot Phillips really? And what did Candace reveal about this secret military meeting the day before Charlie died?
She dated him right before Charlie. That's the story. He's now being tapped to go around and take over for Charlie. It said, How to Lead Like Charlie, Cabot Phillips, Senior Editor, Daily Wire, Turning Point USA.
All right, so we already know that Erika Kirk lied when she said she didn't date anyone for 5 years before she met Charlie in 2018. And we know that because there are photos of her and her boyfriend, Cabot Phillip, from September 2017. And no, they're not just posing together. Cabot himself posted this photo and wrote in the caption, yes, we're that couple that gets painting lessons together. And get this, turns out Charlie not only knew Cabot, but he was hanging out with him at the same time Cabot was dating Erika. Here's a photo of Charlie and Cabot playing basketball. And if you look at the date, Charlie posted this in September 2017, the same month Erika and Cabot went on that painting date. And this is where it gets confusing, because it's not clear whether Charlie knew Erika and Cabot were dating. But what we do know is that Erika clearly lied about not knowing who Charlie was when she was introduced to him. Remember, she said she wasn't familiar with the TPUSA world at all when she met Charlie.
It was a while ago. I can't even keep track of dates anymore with babies and anniversary dates and everything else in between. So anyways, so we had met through a family friend. He had invited me to the office opening for Turning Point USA. So I went to the office opening and he was like, you need to meet the CEO. And I was like, okay, great. I don't know. I was not familiar with that world at all.
But Cabot Phillips, the man Erika dated just months before meeting Charlie, was already working for Turning Point USA at the time. And yet Erika claims she wasn't familiar at all with that world. And that's not all. That family friend Erika mentioned, who introduced her to Charlie, well, she later confirmed that it was Tyler Bowyer, the chief operating officer of Turning Point.
I went to Turning Point's office opening for their first building. And Tyler he runs Turning Point Action now. And he said, you need to meet the CEO. I said, okay, great. Met him very quickly, shook his hand, said, hi, nice to meet you. Neither of us thought anything of it. Looking back now, he apparently sat down with Tyler and said, Tyler said, we need to hire her. And he goes,
So again, Erika says she wasn't familiar with the TPUSA world when she met Charlie, but here she is in 2015 at a Trump rally in Arizona with Tyler Bowyer. Oh, and that's Erika's mom, Lori, by the way. You know, the same mom who took Erika on a pilgrimage right when all the high-profile conservatives just so happened to be there for the embassy opening. And then by pure coincidence, Erika spots Charlie at the airport but claims she had no idea who he was, even though her ex claims Cabot Phillips was so close to Charlie they were playing basketball together?
I will never forget the time I was in Israel with my husband. Well, that was the second time, but the first time with my mother on a pilgrimage. And I was standing in the ticket line. And I remember looking behind me, and in the snake of the ticket line was a guy who looked very familiar. I had no idea who he was. That ended up being Charlie.
See, that's the thing with lying. When you lie so much, you have to keep track of too many details, and it becomes harder to keep them consistent. Now let's go back to Cabot Phillips, because this is where the story gets even darker. So you know how Candace Owens claims she got inside information from an eyewitness and veteran named Mitch, who claims there was a secret military meeting held at Fort Huachuca Base in Arizona the night before Charlie was assassinated. Candace has already named several TPUSA people whom this eyewitness allegedly identified at the meeting, including Brian Harpole, the head of the company that provided security at Utah Valley University on September 10th. But now, Candace dropped another bombshell, alleging that Mitch also saw a man who strongly resembled Cabot. And when Candace sent Mitch a photo of Cabot, he confirmed this was the man he saw at the meeting.
Anyways, I sent him the picture of Cabot Phillips, and he says, yes, that's the person I remember being at the base. Now I'm like, that would be totally crazy. Maybe, again, this could be a lookalike. And so I messaged Cabot Phillips and did not get a response, but it at least is compelling. And I was like, let me do some basic fact checks here. What do I even know about this guy, Cabot Phillips? And I know that he does the Morning Wire up at Daily Wire. And I checked, and he's missing from the Morning Wire. He doesn't do it daily, but he does it enough times that I noticed that he is missing from September 4th to the September 10th.
But hold up, because it gets even wilder. Mitch later appeared on Candace's podcast, and he doubled down on his claims about seeing Cabot at the meeting. But this time, he also alleged that he saw a blonde woman with striking eyes in the hotel lobby the night before with a security guy.
There's a picture of Erika Kirk with a ponytail, and from her past. That person matches who I saw at Fort Huachuca in the lobby the night before. And she was with that man in the lobby. And that man, he was present at that meeting. Those are really rare eyes. That's 95 to 99%. I can't imagine somebody else.
So these are not small claims. We're talking serious allegations here. And yet, neither Erika nor Cabot has come out to deny them. If they weren't at that military base on September 9th, that is actually one of the easiest things to prove. And that would instantly discredit Candace if she got something that big wrong. And didn't Erika publicly say she wants Candace to just stop? But just when you think this rabbit hole cannot possibly get any stranger, people online started digging through Cabot's Instagram, and they pulled this photo of him showing off a pizza tattoo on the inside of his lip. Now maybe this is nothing. Maybe Cabot just likes pizza that much. However, a lot of people are now connecting the dots between this tattoo and what Charlie believed the word pizza actually means. And then, when you add to this Erika's involvement in that evangelical ministry in Romania and rumors about it being a front for some criminal operation, it all starts to look even more sinister. Now speaking of shady ministries, turns out that Cabot Phillips's family is involved in a similar business. One user on Reddit who went to high school with Cabot claimed that the Cabot family ran a culty megachurch in Leesburg, Virginia called Cornerstone Chapel. And if you go to the Cornerstone Chapel website, you'll find Cabot's brother, Barrett Phillips, listed as assistant pastor in charge of middle school youth. So, after all these strange coincidences, creepy connections, and unanswered questions, fast forward to now, and Cabot has essentially positioned himself as Charlie's successor. Since Charlie's assassination, Cabot has been out here leading a college tour for Turning Point USA, literally under the theme, How to Lead Like Charlie. And obviously, a lot of people are uncomfortable with this, because this isn't just some random guy stepping up. This is Erika's ex, who also claimed to be Charlie's friend. And on top of that, Candace has now publicly named Cabot as someone who may have been present at that military meeting where, allegedly, a group of shady figures conspired against Charlie. And still, there has been no denial from Erika or Cabot. Not a single statement from anyone saying that the meeting never happened. So when the dots keep lining up like this, people are naturally going to ask, what else are they hiding?